too high. Okay, what was I doing? Let's see if I can remember. Okay, so the last thing I noted down was inside the diamond room here. Someone's knocking on my door. BRB. Huh. I'm like 90% sure it was a solicitor of some kind. Okay, so these got me this, which got me this, but I can't access the ladder there. I see the paint. And this shortcut I have not figured out. Puzzle number 4. Is it like a ratio? 5 to 50? Even though they're not actually 5 to 50? But that wouldn't be an integer then, right? See, if we did that, if we did 100, it'd be 110. If we did like 110, it would be 121. If we did 120, it'd be 132. calculator. Because we need an integer, right? If that would be the idea, 5 and 50, something and then 10%. So then, if we were doing it like that, 5 and 50, then it would just be 11x equals 135. So whatever 135 divided by 11 is not an integer, but it would be 12.27. So then you'd do that times 10, you get 122.7, and then it'd be plus, 12.27 gets you to 135. I don't think 122 or 123 is going to be correct. I'll try them though. Oh, right, it's got to be under 100. Ah, interesting. Okay, so this 5 and 50 idea is not so good. Man, I really don't get this one. What's the trick? Because I keep coming back to it can't be regular arithmetic because you need two equations for two unknowns. Frustrating. Yeah, I don't get it. And then this was $1. Okay. We just got a script page 7. We cannot get to the hearts room. What if I try the diamond-shaped key on the... I don't think it'll be correct, but why don't we try the... And normally I would get there easily with the shortcut, but I don't fucking know how. V plus L. I've already used the diamond key on a door. I would be super surprised if this was not just like a diamond, but I'm gonna try it. Yeah. But this, I feel like this is the thing that's blocking me from a whole bunch. Got the coffee door that I don't know how to open. I've got this statue, which is blocking the entire left side here. I've got the... Now, I wonder if they expect me to know the answer to the don't open dead inside door next to the stairs there, because that would let me access the ladder I just extended. To this room. I might have to go noodle at that for a bit. 1973 requires a... Wait, I got information. I can go back to the mirror. About Andreas. I can get another key. Am I going the right way? This is the wrong one. No? Huh. Let me pull up my page on the brothers. Yeah, okay, Quinctius Decimus is the guy that I need. Alright, Quinctius Decimus. Minutes after midnight, that Andreas Coleman arrived at the hotel. It should be 15. Correct. Okay. Thank you. He dreamed me, then this key must not be mine. Hey, I can get there. Cool. You are Sextus Decimus, 16. Your question is, which room did the dead woman's key lead to? Room for dead woman's key. Isn't that just 1847? With the maze? That was pretty early on. If I am but a story, then this key must not be mine. Not 1882. I'll have to check if I have access to that one. Where are my money holes at, Hello, hello. Bruh, I am tired. Physically tired. Been playing a lot of bagpipes this week. We got a Highland Games tomorrow. Septus Decimus. Oh, that goes against my theory. 17. Yeah, tomorrow is the actual performance. Got some solo competition and band performance. Oh, really? 2014 issue of Art Filter. I don't know Art Filter. I don't think I know this answer. Snacktorio. It's cute. You're feeding some entity with automation and shit. I need food. It's interesting. It's interesting because it's, I don't know, the pet idea that I've been toying around with and never making real progress toward has a similar idea, but it's not an automation related game idea. Mod support. Looks neat. Okay, I don't think I know anything about art filter. I don't think I've ever seen that as a key phrase. I feel like this would be like the papers and magazines type thing, and I just don't have anything about art filter. Stories. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and back off of this. And I still haven't answered when the box puzzles were in Dusseldorf. I might get that by opening some boxes, because they talk about Lorelei. Let's go ahead and save here. So I've been carefully and slowly watching Brad's playthrough of this with Roseanne. And I am absolutely, cannot fathom the state of mind that he exists in. Specifically related to his save file management. He goes to the computer and just goes boom, 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 and overwrites the top one every time. Never has any backups. Just no hesitation. All right, so I got this key just now. Okay. New room. Artist shows us the importance of art, whether young or old, big or small. Opposites? Young, old, big, small. Lives are not complete without it. Incomplete without art. Seems to be the theory of 1973. Incomplete without art and opposites. Okay. A slash. What are we matching the slash to? Interesting. Now, does that give me anything? A number? I'm looking for the numbers 1973. This one is not obvious to me. Wow. I thought I would be using this slash or something, but like this looks like it's a 3 missing a vertical piece, right? So am I... there's a vertical piece, but how would I... and what is this? Huh. And how am I gonna get... hold on, what is the pattern? The pattern on this... let's just look. Yeah. It's just a line of things that we need to push in an order. 1, 2. So we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of them. Okay. So are there 10 pictures in this room? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. And we've got 3 that are small, 1 medium, 3 that are big. Oh boy, what is this trying to tell me? And what is the red paint in the middle about? It doesn't seem to match up to like corners of the frames at all. It seems to maybe match up to but I don't see how I could use it to make 19, 1, 9, 7, or 3. What the fuck is going on here? Huh. Let me put this all the way close. And what happens when I zoom in? Can I see, does it actually like extend? No, it doesn't extend anything with a hidden number on the camera. The paint on the camera doesn't seem to mean much. I see there's paint on the floor. Huh. Without art, we're incomplete. So, something about the stroke, the brush stroke on the camera is supposed to complete the art on the pictures. So then what is the young, old, big, small about? Is that just flavor, or is that actually something about opposites? Why can I zoom in so far? I can't move up or down. Like this could be a 7, right? Ish. It's not how they draw 7s in this game, though. It kind of is. Is there anything else that could be a 7? How would I make a 9 with this? How would I make a 1 with this? Like there's a 4. Maybe this would be an 8? Maybe I need to stop thinking about them being exact. Like, is this a 1? Again, I see nothing. I see nothing when I'm not in the camera. No, this is the 1974 room. So I'm looking to make 1974 and put which painting those refer to and push them in the right order. This would be a 0. Okay, I'm starting to get. We are abstract numerals. Okay, we've got abstract numerals. That is my working theory. So we've got a 0 at the end. We've got a 1 next to it. This one is an 8. This one is a 4. This one is a 6. This one is a 2. This is a 9. Very abstract numerals. This is a 5. This is a 7. And this is a... I mean, it has to be a 3, but it doesn't look like a 3 to me. If that would be the case, then we've got second to last, fourth, second, first. Okay, let's go try it. Can I get... I'm being haunted again? God damn it. Already? Can I access 82? Or is it... No. Okay. That was a noise. I wonder if there's going to be a red beast in addition to Maze Men. Okay, so it should be this puzzle. So then we would say 1, 9, 7, 3. Okay, that was right. Good shit. There you go. Check that off. Okay. Indeed, her own body of work has been entangled with the tragedy. She completely disappeared from the world of art, and many believe she had passed away. But in 1973, she briefly resurfaced and worked on the project Frame. Ooh. Art filter. Hey, we just had a question about that. Frame? For display in Eunice. Ah, Eunice. So Frame should be the answer. Eunice's project. Frame. It was a multifaceted project combining sculptures, cameras, and interacting between objects and the audience. He recollected in an interview with Art Filter. So then that answer should be 1973. The result was stunning, but I could sense that there was something wrong. She never came to the opening of the show. In fact, I never saw her again. Okay, so I've got 2 answers here from this page. One is Frame for Eunice. And then 1973 for art filter to read about Lorelei. Okay. Come again? In which 2014 issue? Ooh, that's not the answer I had. I was going to say a 1973 issue. Maybe I need to learn more about art filter before I answer this. Specifically 2014. Which 2014 issue? So is it talking about what, like a month? Oh, okay, good. I can skip. I'm trying to get rid of these unread notes so that something new pops up. I know where it is. There we go. An interview with art filter. It doesn't say anything about what issue that would have been in. Okay, so let's go talk to old lady, who I'm still believing is us. And Eunice's project should be frame. Okay. Where did I put those? Let me get them somewhat organized. Cross that off. Okay. Okay, but that doesn't give me another lead to go off of right now. I could get the 8th script page closer to the 9 script pages. I'm almost thinking that I need to just get the 9 script pages, and that maybe I can get into room 1963 after that point. That could be a path forward. I have the bug reports that I have not been able to get. That in theory there are clues next to them that maybe if I can solve. But man, case sensitive words. Open-ended. So many potential things. Let's go to the one on the 3rd floor. I might be forced into this script here. Maybe I want to save before it, just in case, so I don't lose time again. If they're gonna... Last time they pulled some real bullshit on me. I took note of everything in the room, but not that. I can't do it. Do I need to find a safe computer room? Some of the computer rooms they don't spawn in at all. It was some bullshit. Oh yeah, I hope you counted the number of lights on this computer that were red. I mean, I guess red is an important color in this game, but still. I drew out and wrote down everything, okay? Everything except for that. Okay. Number 8. Tell me, sister. Frauling. Frowling. Okay. So we've got Lore in a chair. A wheelie chair. With a pot and a flower plant. A monstera of some sort, maybe. She is working on her maze. We've got drawer 1 with a magnifying glass. We've got a cup. We've got a rotary phone. That she is surprised. Lore, wow. On phone. Oh, we've got another open drawer with nothing in it. We've got a trash can with nothing in it. Got nothing. Ooh. There looks to be a paper at the very bottom. Paper under desk at the very back. She's working on her maze. Working on maze. Red pen. Ashtray. Journal du Sud. Newspaper. Journal du Sud. Renzonero. Remport. Big Jackpot. Club Rouge. Remport. Gross. Jackpot. Oh, Club Rouge. Okay. We've got another open thing here. Maybe it's open drawers is going to be a question. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 open drawers. Okay, we've got... Is that a black queen? What is that? We've got chess pieces? No. It looks like a perfume bottle. Because it looks like there's liquid inside. And we got a bigger bottle. And we've got a scale with a key and some chess pieces, which are pawn and king. Lamp. What's behind now? There's the envelope. It's not just a paper, it's a letter. We've got 3 on back. That's the start of a really cool S. That's all I see here. Key is heavier. She's surprised. Is this when Renzo comes in and shoots us? Alright, that's all I got. What was the newspaper called? Journal du Sud. The hotel reception office at night. The woman waits nervously by the phone. Suddenly it rings. The woman answers. The other end is available. Thank you. I'm going to set a timer so I don't go too long. There's a switching sound. Bob here. Bob? Like Bob's Burgers guy? Bob Hamburger? Mr. Sidney? Robert Sidney, okay. Mr. Sidney, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm a bit worried about the project. Who is this? I'm working with Mr. Nero on The Third Eye. Bob Hamburger told us that... Robert Sidney, not Bob Hamburger. He is the American. He specifically said that he would no longer be working with Nero and that he wouldn't associate with anyone who was. Did you not receive the letter? No. Oh, the letter that's down below. It's unfortunate. Where are you now? I'm at the hotel. What's going on? She's there now. What does legal say? Get out now. Pistol shot is heard. The woman drops the phone. I was right. I was right. And they were right. Yeah, there's a note. Where was that letter? Wasn't it found in here? Maybe it was right here. This letter. Yeah, Robert Sidney. Anyone still choosing to associate with Mr. Nero after receiving this letter will be regarded as complicit in his game. Personal advice for your own safety is to not engage. Yeah. Okay. Now, we still can't give all of them over because we don't have number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. I still don't know what to do with the revolver key. Can I spell lore? Why have I never noticed this incredibly ominous sound effects when you are in the elevator there? So not here. Here. This one. I feel like they expect me to be able to open this. Can I spell lore? No. Give up. G-I-V-E-U-P. Give up. Oh, that's a V. Why? Good. Oh, it could be, Sud, like the journal. No. I feel like I don't have a clue for this at all. Maybe initials? For the dead lady? Who did we believe? Renate? What was her name? Schwarzwald? Yeah, Renate Schwarzwald. Schwarzwald. I don't have her middle name, and there's no R here, okay? No R at all in the first two. Okay. Why do I feel like I have no hint at that? Like, the hint is obviously the drawing. We've made it into each of these here. Let's noodle on this for a little bit then. 4, 3, 7. But they're upside down. Why are they upside down? And is this a clue for this? Let's just try some shit. So then we try the same thing with individual capitalization. I don't expect this to be correct, but think I might have even tried this. Right. So then we try the same thing with 734 because it's upside down. Okay, so as far as those numbers are concerned, I don't see them relating here. If the answer was something like upside down, I would expect that, like, why would they have the numbers missing to give you a 3-digit code of some kind? Fuck. Okay. So now, where am I again? I've got coffee room. So I don't have a good guess on right now. I've got diamond statue. I've got dead door. I have script pages. I have third eye. Here's all. The music boxes are on the map as if they're important somehow. But there's one behind this, here's all. I have a shortcut from the other side. The only way to get to these areas is from 1963, it looks like. And then this would go to a ceiling, I'm guessing. Okay, so then my items. I've got 3 key. Interesting that these stay in my inventory. I have 3 revolver. And then the date rooms I haven't been able to access. Heart room I don't have access to. So it's really just the 3 in the revolver. But I don't have access to a door or something that requires looks like it needs a key. I mean, I can try it on the coffee door. Have I done that? All the other doors that seem to need something would need a specific room key. I mean, it could be for like one of these. I don't know what's gonna be that lock, right? I don't get a item option for the third eye here's all situation. What is this to? Is that accessed from the loft? Is that what it is? Hold on. It might be a down that you have to get into 1963 loft and then go down from there. Okay, yes it is. I thought it was going up to the roof, but it's coming back down. That's how you get in there then. Okay, so it probably unlocks from the other side. Okay, let's go noodle at the, and I still have not done anything with this. Renate Schwarzwald's. If there were only 5 pictures here, I would think it might apply to the moon phase journal. But like, yeah, moon, I see it. I don't think I've seen any other sources of lunar phases. And we still have the archaeological clock. No, astrological clock. Oh, they added another row when it filled up. Interesting. That's good to know. Okay, so then this tunate is runate, renate. This is Renzo. This is Lorenzo. And this is Lorelei. So how does that relate to this? 1, 2, 3. Because this is so open-ended. 2. What if the answer is, oh my god. What if the answer is just 2? And I was, did I do this before? It would just be Ray. Give me 2, please. For bug report 2. Well, that's not it. So then, 1 is Zoe. Zoe, Ray, Lo. Zoe, Ray, Lo. All caps? All caps? Oh, fuck off. I tried caps lower with that before. Fuck. All caps? Why even bother having a case sensitive thing? I mean, yeah, all the letters on the that's fuck. This is just all caps. Bug report 2. So that confirms, though, to me that that upside down poster will be the clue for the bug report 1. I just got to figure out what. All right, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes hallway prototype. For the Laser Eye. Okay, this is for the game downstairs. Hallway. Hallway. Issue 1 ID pi. Are these Greek alphabet? Pi. Interacting with the magician repeatedly will corrupt the dialogue. Oh. Repeat. Magician. But we weren't in a hallway. We were in a forest. Repeat magician talk. Corrupts text. Magician turns into player character. Ooh. That's neat. When interacting with the player character, the software will crash. Okay. Issue 2 ID she. That would be Chinese, I guess. Zai. Standing closely behind the pointing woman. I don't know if I've got the hallway prototype. Okay. Stand behind pointing woman. While facing the opposite direction, he points. Face opposite. Corrupt animation on interact. The wall to which the woman pointing will corrupt and lose its collision. Wall pointed to becomes illusory. Corrupt path. Okay. Leads to crash. I wonder if we're supposed to make these crashes happen. Interact with player crash. Okay. Issue 3 ID Omega. Walking through door 1. Door 1, 9, 6, and 3. Of course. Corrupt. Cutscene. Crash. Okay. But I don't think I have the hallway prototype. I've only got the forest prototype. Interesting. But now we've got, if I can obtain a hallway prototype, or maybe go look in that room and see if there's something I missed, then perhaps I've got a lead to chase up in the game. So let's look at how do we get there from here? Maybe, oh, I need to go down to floor 2. I've got some all caps things to try, I guess. Feels weird that I have the answer but not the form of the answer because it's so open-ended. Here, right? So I've got like 18 potential things I could do here. It could relate to the years themselves. Like I could maybe have to write out the whole fucking thing. That wouldn't make sense. The code in the other one was real short. Have I tried just all caps? Did I do that? I tried all lowercase and I tried individual first letter casing. I've not tried... I don't think I tried full caps. 4. So then what the fuck do they want? I don't understand what they... Being upside down? How is upside down relevant? Maybe down means lower. Maybe it's like an all lowercase thing, but I tried that already. And you would think it would be top to bottom here, which would make it 437, but I've tried that. No, I don't get this one. Let's go downstairs and see if there's something I missed in the game room. I know there is a second game room from the map that I can't get to. Here. There's a game room 2. Is there a game room 3? There is. So I imagine the reports correspond to the game rooms. This means having bug report 1 would be really nice. It probably is prototype hallway. Prototype forest, I mean. So what the fuck is the answer to this? Let me draw it out and see if there's something I'm missing again. That just drawing it in full will help me, right? I think I drew it before, but with boxes for the missing things. Somewhere. Now, here's an interesting thing that I have not thought about, that I am seeing here. The 4... It might... No. Let's find out. God damn it. God damn it. I need to learn to just draw things myself. So, we don't need... Here. The missing numbers. It's not numbers. When you draw them upside down, it's lowercase h, upper L, upper E, upper L. Hell. God damn it. I did it. If I had just drawn it out instead of thinking about it. Oh, I know what goes there. You know, I'm thinking about it and I know what goes there. No, I'd come back and looked at it over and over again, thinking about the numbers and how I was supposed to input the numbers into text. As the names of the numbers, you know, was my error. Bug rep 1. Forest. Okay. Okay, gamma. ID 1. Gamma. Trying to walk past the sign by the boulder in the direction the sign is pointing. Triggers an unavailable animation. Okay. Walk by sign boulder in sign direction. This reminds me a lot of how Outer Wilds works. Where it's like, okay, we've been to a place, we didn't know what to do in the place, and now we're finding out the rules somewhere else, and then we go... I like this shit. Specifically, like the Echoes of the Eye, the DLC. As the player characters transform incorrectly, repeatedly triggering this bug will eventually result in crash. Okay. Repeat. Okay. 2 is delta. Standing by the magician and repeatedly spinning around. Okay. Spin by magician. And interact. 3. Theta. Suspending the game. Oh, I wondered why you could suspend it. Oh shit, I fucked up. I didn't tab back into the game. Suspend. Close to lonely. Great. I wonder where I suspended. I don't think I closed it. Starting to corrupt the test area. When resuming, okay, interact with 1, 8, 4, 7. Okay. And I imagine maybe we do those in order. Or we'll just find out what happens. Cool. All right, I've got a new thread to pull. This should lead me to... no. Go ahead and save here. Did you draw puzzle 12 yet? No? Is that a direct hint? I can, I guess. I don't want direct hints. This way is faster. What is drawing out some numbers going to do for me? I have not. All right. Resume. I actually suspended it near the lonely grave? I almost... How do I know which one's 1, 4, 8, and 9? graceful, modest, patient, perseverant artist. This might not be the lonely grave. The first one, though, was the sign by the boulder. So let's go. Here we go. Walking by the sign boulder. Okay, so I'm supposed to do this. Interesting. I never went that path. Really? I was like, I know what's over there. I don't need to do it. Interesting. A48. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's hexadecimal. Okay. Magician is over here. So I'm supposed to spin here until he animates poorly and then interact with him. Cool. One 8A. Okay, and then the lonely grave. I can look at a map here, right? Check level design. Lonely grave is the one by itself. Yeah, these camera angles are so bad. All right. So then how do we interact with 1847? Maybe when I load back in, there will be numbers of some sort. Okay. Okay. E01. I've got something to try! But we should have... Well, you're gonna have to wait. I know you're number 9, and that could be an interesting thing too, but you're gonna have to fucking wait. Because I've got potential hexadecimal codes, and that is something I am very interested in. We're going to the maze. Which means... What's the fastest way? I guess I can go this way. It's not the fastest, but it is a way. Interesting that that room seems to be immune. Or the whole gallery. Okay. That's not okay. So I don't have everything. Okay, so I'm going to start a note here. We've got gamma. Gamma is A48. Delta is 18A. Theta is E01. Now, I imagine I'm going to have to do the game room crashes for 2 and 3 to get all of the Greek letters, because this is the top one, I believe, is gamma. Is that gamma omega xi or pi? Let me just look at my notes for the capitals. I don't remember all of them. Photographic memory, books, Greek. Huh? Where's the Greek? There it is. So gamma, yeah, it is gamma. And what we're interested in is this, and then this. So it's psi. We've got gamma, pi, psi. Gamma, pi, psi. So we've got gamma in this first set. A48 is going to be the first one. And I know pi is in report 2. So I imagine psi is going to be in report 3. And I just don't have that. Okay. Good to know. All right. Up 1. Okay. Well, then I can't actually do this right now. But now I know where this answer comes from. That is big. Time to get script 9. But I want to. I did just save, right? Yeah. All right. Let's do it. I'm gonna leave space. This. All right, I'm leaving space there. This is number 9. Number 9. What is it? Number 9. Number 9. Okay. Is there anything in this corner? No, that's the scene we see. We've got a chair. Coat rack with a red fez and scissors. Got a tri-lamp. Got man sunglasses. It's the first time I've seen him wearing sunglasses, I think. Revolver. Right. We've got suit cases. Two suitcases. Desk with a plant, bell, book, lamp. This is a third suitcase. Number of suitcases could be a question. Chair. Duo lamp. Ah, the keys. Oh, this is the front of the hotel. I know where this is. This is key. This is what? 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, so this is what? 3, 4, 1. For the location of the keys, that 1 is reversed. Can I get back there? Ah. Letter. And letter. Ah. Key on floor. So number of keys could be a question. It's 5. There's a cup. There is a well, shit! Ah. Clipboard. Okay. Lore holding door. Closed, it looks like. Three apples. 3 red apples. In a chalice thing. Wine glass. Empty. Chair. Okay, we got 3 chairs, 5 keys, 3 suitcases, chandelier. Let's give it a go. How many suitcases? 3. Got him. Lobby at night. The woman hyperventilates. The bullet has barely missed her head. She panics and makes her way out to the lobby. As she opens the door, the man is standing there. He is wearing sunglasses. He lowers his smoking revolver. Signorina, thank God I can't see shit in these glasses. I thought you were someone else, one of them. That could have ended horribly. The man laughs. Anyway, you will be glad to hear that I have developed an entirely new philosophy for motion pictures, and yes, art in general. The woman, glancing at the revolver, aye. The man interrupts. Art must be set free from the tyranny of the beholder. Yeah, okay. So this matches the description on the box for the third eye, or the whatever it was called. How the cinema doesn't need a viewer. We're releasing it back into space. We're putting on the greatest show that the world has never seen, Signorina. Oh, who were you calling? Was it the magician? Is he telling lies about me? No, I had to call my aunt. Was it the Americans? No, I have to work. Oh, I'm keeping you. Let's walk in and talk. Oh, I'm keeping you, as in keeping you from your work, not keeping you hostage. The woman walks fast and the man strolls beside her. Everyone has a part to play in the revolution. Rudy lacks artistic talent, so he will be Minister of Defense. Do you agree, Signorina? The dog. Yes, Minister of Defense. Signorina, please be serious. Rudy is a Labrador. He does not have the stomach for warfare. The woman tries to find her way out of the hotel, but the man blocks her way by always running in front of her. The man, Signorina, please be serious. We are under siege. The atomic bomb? Very beautiful, but instrumental. They used it politically, a cardinal sin. The woman hurries away. The man rushes after her, continuing the conversation. As you know, the maze is a weapon of mass destruction. An endless ride for fascists and critics. The bumper cars have been permanently closed because of a collision. Sabotage, Signorina, sabotage. The man suddenly grabs the woman's arm. Who was on the phone? Was it Sydney? Did he tell you lies about my magic show? No, Forgive me, Signorina. Here, I talk and talk. What I wanted to tell you is that I'm waiting for you upstairs. I looked serious, so you might want to go check. The woman studies his face in terror. She notices red stains on his cheek. He hurries away. The woman stands and listens as he runs away. She sneaks back to the main entrance. She pushes the door. It's locked. You panic. Not she panics. You panic. You run through the corridors, pulling handles of every door. They're all locked. You turn at every corner, checking all the windows, locked as well. You will run up and down stairs in panic. You will find yourself in my room. I am not there. I haven't been there this entire time. I am in the real 1963. Very interesting. So now, when I go to give this last script, is he going to be gone? Not yet, at least. I cannot thank you enough, Signorina. It's unlocked. Come in. But it will be empty. Skull. More script pages. Number 2. Smoke lies thick in the small tawdry theater. On the hardwood stage, a magician performs. His coat is worn and mended, but once it was expensive. Lorenzo the Great. But alas, the young Mademoiselle Henrietta de Bois, it's the boys, could not escape her sordid fate. He yanks the handle to his erythrotrope. They've used that word before. And a silhouette of a man stabbing a woman appears on the wall. The crowd stares dumbly at the shadow, and they smile with yellow teeth made for biting. That's fair. Lorenzo looked at the audience with disgust. He takes out another wheel labeled the third eye for brotherhood use only. He hesitates, but puts the wheel in his contraption. The next story is not meant for the likes of you. It's something I normally only show refined ladies and gentlemen, but I'll make an exception tonight. Those tired, ugly eyes of yours shall see something new. Lorenzo yanks the handle. Thousands of years ago, the third eye shone over the islands in the far east, but one night it fell from the sky. A comet passes on the wall. A comet is the third eye. Strangely enough, it quiets down the crowd. They follow the comet while gaping and see it crash to the ground. A human found it, and when she held it, she saw the magic of this world. She had a vision, so she painted a creature of red ochre on the cave wall. Yeah, we know this. I'm missing one of the stories, but a cave painting shows up all over the wall. The crowd is a bit confused by the effect. At night, the crimson beast awoke. It spread chaos and death and devoured the human and her people. A red monster appears, and the crowd screams in terror as it attacks them. Some of them have had enough and flee the theater. Lorenzo slows down, and the beast disappears. The story of the red creature became a legend, but the third eye lived on and appears in the most unlikely of places to this day. That is all for tonight. You have been a wonderful audience. Go away. The crowd mutters and leaves. One man, better dressed and cleaner than the rest, remains in his seat. He studies Lorenzo with cold eyes. Brother Tertius. When Lorenzo discovers his presence, his pupils dilate from fear. Uh-oh. You weren't supposed to do that. So, interesting. Let me look at the scripts here. I thought I have lost script page 2. This is a different page 2, the third eye. The scripts that Renzo was putting together were not for the third eye. Were they for laser eyes? Then? Page 6. The room is dark. Beside the many-lit brass candelabras, Lorenzo stands with his hat in hand. 50 men in robes watch him from a long table. At the end of the table, a stern old man ponderously strokes his sideburns. Brother Septimus, a young brother, opens a mahogany case and takes out an ornate revolver and a minotaur mask. He looks over at Brother Septimus, who nods to him. The young brother puts on the mask and aims the gun at Lorenzo's head. Young brother, play safe and never pass. Gamble to pass or perish. Truth above all, risk my life, brother. How many were our first ancient brothers? 7. Correct. The seated brothers raise their goblets and drink. What is the punishment for sharing our secrets with outsiders? Lorenzo grabs hold of the table as if about to faint. Death. Correct. Lorenzo closes his eyes, but death does not come. Under normal circumstances, you would be dead now. I'm sorry, elder brother. I was not thinking. Weariness and perhaps a crisis of faith. Forgive me, brothers. Thankfully for you, these are not normal circumstances. The time is nigh, little brother, and like in the old, we shall send 7 brothers in search of that which is lost. All brothers hold up 7 fingers. Not 3. 6 have already gone searching for omens. You will be the 7th, the disgraced one. Where will you send me, elder brother? Augenwaldberg. Okay. There lives an artist in an old manor. The prophecy mentions her. Go and see, brother. That which is lost is there. That would be Renate Schwarzwald. Brother Septimus, the lady suffers from an eye condition that will ultimately render blindness. A sad fate for a painter. Take these vermilion tears. What do they do, elder brother? Nothing at all, but you will use them pretending to cure the lady. That is your guise while you search her house for the third eye. Okay. There's a lot of reading in this room. Holy shit. This is page 12. Okay, so we're missing lots of pages, but in Augenwaldberg, hoof-clops echo through the dilapidated courtyard. Algae-covered statues silently await the arrival. Oh, but a visual novel player's dream. A pale, sickly horse comes into view, pulling a wagon, painted red, and a distant past. Lorenzo walks by the horse and leads it by its reins. Lorenzo ties the horse to an old oak. Be brave, Moors. Oh! You have nothing to fear. Lorenzo carefully approaches the front gate. He bangs the knocker. Lorenzo scans the dirty windows for any sign of life. Finally, the door creaks open, and instantly Lorenzo raises his top hat and takes a bow. A white rose appears in his hand from his hat. The miracle has arrived. An ashen woman in an expensive dress stares through him with milky eyes. Renate Schwarzwald. I do not believe in miracles. That's why you need one, Baronin. Ah! Baronin is the Schwarz... We've heard reference of the Baronin before. I think then that makes her the old lady in the room with red eyes. That would make sense with the vermilion tears, I guess. Lorenzo hands the white rose to Renate. It changes color to red. You might as well perform for the shadows. My sight is fading away. Your eyes are fading because there has been nothing to see. Weary eyes need entertainment, and tired souls need miracles. Who are you? Lorenzo the Great, at your service, Baronin. A magus whose name is whispered from the shores of Zanzibar to the frosty peaks of Helsinki, known to beggars and kings alike. Well, you're not known to me. Good evening. Renate is about to shut the gate. Wait! Renate waits. My journey has been a long one. My horse is tired, and to be honest, so am I. Renate looks at the very sickly-looking horse. I had 4 once, during better times, but ironically, Moors is the only one who lives. Ironic because Moors is the horseman of death. Page 18. Still in Augenwaldberg. An oversized dead goose lies on the oaken dining table. Lorenzo devours his portion, and calling it a dead goose instead of a cooked goose is crazy. Devours his portion in a loud manner. Renate tries to hide her disgust. Is the room satisfactory? Yes, I slept like a piglet. So, it was not you I heard last night? Lorenzo drinks wine and coughs to buy some time. I was up briefly, yes. He takes out a small vial from his sleeve. My vermilion tears, they need moonlight, not to lose their magic. I took the liberty to use one of your windows in your studio. Renate looks amused. I took another liberty and studied some of your work. The portraits are of course excellent, but I am most intrigued by the drawings of signs? My Himmelskorper suite. Doesn't that umlaut make a long sound, like U becomes U? So does O become U? Skurper? What inspired them? Ignores the question. Magician, might I ask you a strange question? Who am I to refuse an answer? Did you see a labyrinth while you were in the park? A labyrinth? A red labyrinth. The only labyrinth I saw was the portrait of a man with a labyrinth instead of a face. Renate stands up angrily. I've made no such portrait. Your lies have ceased to amuse me. I know why you are here, and I know where to look for it, but I will hold you to your word. Lorenzo looks like he's about to assure Renate of his pure intentions. Cure my eyes. The man is dead. I see that, American dollar. Call him about the skeleton. He's dead! Oh, you want me to call this room about the skeleton in this room? Ooh! Is that the third eye? Ooh! Uh-oh! Probably shouldn't have done that. The right eye. Interesting that this phonograph is on, where all the other ones have been, by default, off. Right. Another page. 25. Still in Renate's bedroom, in the day. The curtains have been drawn. Renate lies on top of the bed, a trace of a smirk on her lips. Lorenzo looks gravely serious on the side of the bed. Are you ready for your miracle, Baronin? Yes. Lorenzo spills a single drop of vermilion tears into Renate's left eye. She blinks, and Lorenzo drops another tear into the right eye. It might take a few days before it takes effect. Renate's eyes start to boil, and she screams in unfiltered agony. Lorenzo backs away in horror. Lorenzo holds his hands over his ears to protect himself from her looping, deafening screams. It looping is an interesting descriptor. Everything turns black. Lorenzo, out of sight. It's just eye drops. It's just eye drops. It's just eye drops. Then, quiet. Lorenzo stirs to life on the floor. He sees Renate lying lifeless on the bed. Lorenzo checks her pulse in a hurry. She's still alive. Apparently, he has, at some point, put a bandage around her head. 2 red dots mark the eyes, giving Renate a disturbing appearance. Baronin, can you hear me? Faintly. I can hear you, magician. They tell me you are not invited. Invited where? To the cavern. I followed the echoes of my screams. They were waiting for me. Who was waiting for you? Our ancient sisters and brothers in the Far East. They're sharing the secret with me, but they won't share it with you. The cavemen think you are an obsequious, ignoramus, obsequious ignoramus who balters through existence. Baronin, you must rest now. The labyrinth. They drew it on the wall. Go and see by the window. They say you should defenestrate yourself. Throw yourself out the window. Okay. But that's an interesting word. A very specific word. They say you should throw yourself out the window, but we have an agreement. Lorenzo slowly trudges against the window. Moonlight shines on his weather-bitten face. He looks out the window. A giant garden labyrinth has appeared in the park. This is interesting because I thought Renate, in what we have played, Renate is the one who jumps out the window. Do you see it, magician? Yes. Do you see me in the labyrinth? Lorenzo squints. It's very dark. Yes, I see you. Do you see you? What do you mean? Can you see yourself in the labyrinth? Of course not. I'm not there. Neither am I. Lorenzo turns around and bumps into Renate. The red dots on the bandage have grown substantially, looking like giant red bug eyes. She puts her hand on Lorenzo's face and the room turns red. In the garden labyrinth at night. Lorenzo gasps in disorientation. He is now Somewhere in the labyrinth, Lorenzo quivers from fear. Renee smiles at him. Her bandage is gone, and a pair of lovely hazel eyes look at Lorenzo with affection. This is the place from my childhood. I am over there. Renee points behind Lorenzo. He turns his head to look. A girl wearing an owl mask watches him from behind. Owl girl. She runs and disappears behind the corner. Renee takes Lorenzo's hand. Okay. Come. Together they run into the labyrinth. Renee seems to know her way while Lorenzo is trying to make sense of the strange place. A red hue suddenly appears on their faces. It's the most beautiful thing they have ever seen. They smile with tears running down their cheeks. The light grows stronger as the cosmos plays music just for them. I want that money. Oh, this is the desk. From the... Okay. Page 49. In the library in Augenwaldberg, Renate's hand moves frantically across the canvas. Lorenzo sits in an armchair by the window with his top hat on his knee. Posing for a portrait, there's movement inside his top hat. I think it might have been a maze, not a labyrinth. Aren't they interchangeable? A labyrinth prolongs the path, while a maze is for getting lost. And we are lost. It's a big house. It can sometimes be disorienting. We have seen it. I think the price of admission might be an eye and a leg. Lorenzo leans forward, and his hat falls on the floor. A red owl flutters out of the hat in front of Lorenzo, and he stares at it in surprise. That was a very clever trick. The owl perches on the top of the bookshelf. Lorenzo half chants as if reading. And when the third eye blinked, the red beast laid an egg within. The third eye closed, and their bastard offspring was born thousands of years later. Thousands of years. It was a red owl, yeah. Renate studies her canvas and is a bit confused. A realistic portrait of a man in a dark suit, but where his head is supposed to be, there's a red glowing maze. Renate notices 2 tickets in his hand. She takes them and stares at them. Teatro Rosso. Page 57. The theater at night. An excited, faceless valet points at the red curtain. Lorenzo and Renate look at each other and then step through it. Rows and rows of seats. It's much too large to be the inside of a manor. Lorenzo stares in disbelief at the giant theater. It seems empty, but the murmuring from the crowd is deafening. Gaslight illuminates the stage. Someone clears his throat behind them, and a featureless usher points them to the first rows. Renate and Lorenzo silently descend the stairs toward their seats. A fanfare. The lights dim. A man dressed as Lorenzo and wearing a Lorenzo mask rides a prop horse onto the stage. What is this? Lorenzo knocks on a door mid-stage, and an actress wearing a mask resembling Renate opens the door. Okay. Applause. The light intensifies on stage and blinds Lorenzo and Renate. On the stage, a comet hanging from wires passes. Renate and Lorenzo avert their eyes, then the comet is gone. The stage is empty. A lone, hesitant clap from somewhere further back. The actress playing Renate walks on stage. She holds her hand in front of her, blood flowing from her eyes. Please hold me. The actor playing Lorenzo steps on stage purposefully. Lorenzo and Renate watch their theater alter egos on stage in grim silence. Their hands join. Lorenzo drags a stylized prop window onto the stage. Renate wanders, sobbing blood. Lorenzo tries to place the window in front of Renate, making her fall out. The crowd howls with laughter as Lorenzo gets more and more frustrated every time Renate misses the window. Please hold me, please hold me. Finally, Lorenzo has enough. He grabs Renate and shoves her with full force through the glass window from the stage. Renate lands with a thud and crack. Theater blood squirts from Lorenzo's face. Lorenzo forms a fist and rises. Enough! Lorenzo watches him silently. The whole theater boos. Let's go. But Renate is gone from her seat. In fact, she's nowhere to be found. Lorenzo looks around in a panic, but it's like she vanished into thin air. The actress playing Renate comes back to life and is elevated by strings into the air. She bows and receives applause. The actress turns her head to Lorenzo, and she takes off the Renate mask. Beneath it is a featureless face. The actress whispers, "To be gifted is to be infested. Ideas are tiny red eggs in your brain. To the microscope, they still look the same. The good and the bad. Oh, but look at the time. Lorenzo slowly walks off stage, his footsteps echoing through the empty theater. He moves toward Lorenzo. Lorenzo turns to run, but his doppelganger catches up with him. The doppelganger removes his mask, and behind it, Maze Man, his head buzzing in an electrical manner. Maze Man, she's waiting for you. Here is an idea. Follow my daughter. The Maze Man puts his hand over Lorenzo's eyes. Page 85. In Augenwaldberg, in the day, a disoriented Lorenzo finds himself in the hotel corridor. A phone rings. For how many pages seem to be between these pages? The story is fairly cohesive. I feel like we'd be missing some information between these. A phone rings somewhere. Further down the hall, he sees the owl girl. Where is she? The girl flaps her arms and hoots. Enough games. The owl girl disappears down a corner. Lorenzo stomps after. The owl girl waits for him at the end of the next corridor. Suddenly, a black Labrador runs up to him and barks. Lorenzo looks at the dog with surprise, and his tag reads Rudy. Rudy lies down and plays dead on the rug. As he does, Rudy changes from black to white. Finally, the dog cramps and then contorts into a cat. Ah, un animal terrible. Reference. Terribile. A payphone rings on the wall. Lorenzo lifts the receiver. Why are you answering the phone? Lorenzo remains silent. There are no phones in 1847, you cretino. Lorenzo grunts. Hang up the phone and go chase the owl girl, just like the script says. Lorenzo hangs up. He sees the owl girl with a limp cat in her hands. Lorenzo runs after her, corridor after corridor. Lorenzo runs fast with determination, but the owl girl is always around yet another corner. He never catches up with her. Lorenzo turns a corner, and there is no owl girl, but a mirror. Lorenzo sees himself briefly, and behind him stands a man in sunglasses and a dark suit. Lorenzo regards the man in the mirror, but the mirror changes and Renate appears, levitating like a ghost. Stylish sunglasses obscure her eyes. Renate with a man's voice. I'm waiting for you upstairs. I looked serious, so you might want to go check. What the fuck is going on? It's like all of these realities are converging. Renate vanishes from the mirror, and Lorenzo is left with the image of himself. He looks weary. He turns to go, his footsteps echoing through the empty manor. Crossed out hotel. Last page. Page 91. Augenwaldberg Manor. The staircase, the second floor corridor. At the end of the dark hallway, Lorenzo sees a dark shape. Lorenzo very slowly approaches it. It's Renate with her back turned against him. Lorenzo stops. A long silence. In a man's voice, Renate says, You keep sending the wrong goose to the butcher. Baronin? Baronin? I think the Baronin would perhaps hear talk about her ascension. She can say something to the effect of, Renate clears her throat, I have good news for you. We're not artists. We are not even art. When it comes down to it, we are all just paint. Aren't you happy with this news, magician? Renate switches voices again, and he would say, Lorenzo keeps his silence in defiance. Why is this so hard for you? Why do you think of these things? This is unimportant. There are symbolic values and mirror images, yes, but none of this matters, Signorina. Lorenzo is Signorina? Had you read my manifesto, you would have known it was never meant for viewing, yes? Lorenzo looked confused for a moment. Please, Baronin, let's leave this place. Every maze has a solution. Renate sighs heavily. You really understand nothing at all, but if you understood, you would never have played your part. Time for entertainment. Here is her last performance. Renate turns slowly. Her face is hidden by shadows. Lorenzo takes a step forward. Her eyes are empty craters. Red paint runs down her cheeks. Hold me. Please hold me. Again. Oh no, we're going to throw her out the window. Lorenzo backs away. Please hold me. Please hold me. Backs away further. Renate arms flailing, searching for him like tentacles. Paint dripping everywhere she goes. Please hold me. Lorenzo's eyes widen in fear as she comes closer. Her touch disgusts him. Suddenly, Renate increases her pace and she touches his face. Please hold me. Lorenzo instinctively pushes Renate with full force, smiling. She falls through the large window. The Baronin crashes through it, down to the ground below. Lorenzo stares at the window in shock. He steps toward the window. Rain patters against his face. On the gravel path below lies a mangled corpse. So somehow Lorenzo and Lorelei are mirror images, and Renate and Renzo are mirror images? Okay, I need to be able to get through this shortcut to get to this loft. I really want to. So, shortcut 1. Please tell me I have a solution for shortcut 1. $78. Thank God. A typewriter. There's paper stuck in the typewriter. Ah! I know where that clue is used. Renate is Renzo? Renzo is Lorelei? Okay. Years are numbers and numbers are money. Words generate money, and so we must be able to apply math to words. Okay. Boys to men, math to words. This new ideology has allowed me to solve this game completely. First magic word equation. 1. Assume that we are all fellow Americans. We all speak English. Hotel Let's Jar. Let's Jar last year. Oh my God. If I knew German, I wonder if people who know German well would have put that together. Okay, so Let's Jar equals last year. The third eye fell from the sky over 1,000 years ago. The first magic word. Okay. Last year, the first magic word equals laser. Okay. 1,000 years ago. So then A minus B equals laser. How do we get there? LA. Interesting. And then that relates to dead girl. 2. Renzo plus LO equals Lorenzo. Yeah, we got that. Hotel minus O minus L equals hot. If the second word transforms to 1, 2, 3. What? Oh, minus H-E-T. God damn it. H-T-E. Why am I bad? H-T-E. Second. Magic. First. Magic. So then we would get if then H-T-E equals 1, 2, 3. Then 2, 1, 3 equals the conclusion. We are not in a hotel. We are not in the last year. We are in the last year. And this is only seen through laser eyes. Two, 1, 3. We are in 213 last year. And laser last year minus the first magic word 1,000 years ago. 213 1,000 years ago. Very interesting. Okay. Very interesting. And an American dollar. This doesn't lead out. It should. Okay, yeah, it does. What are you? Diorama. Oh. Ah, I see that. This is the labyrinth, yes. Oh, this is cool. Man, this is cool. A2. Is it gonna... Am I gonna make it spell laser eyes somehow? Oh, wow, this is cool. Oh, man, okay. This sure is something. My M4. Okay. Maze diorama. We have M4. A2. Z3. E1. Or maybe EL? I don't think so. Should be E1. So then what else though? Got 1, 2. Is there anything from this perspective? Doesn't look like there would be. We used... Yeah, I've used all of the different bits. I got 4 different things. Okay. Interesting. printing device. There's a note next to the device. Input case sensitive. Okay, we got bug report 3. Okay. But which order would it be? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maze. It spells out maze, but I need to put in the wrong order. Lowercase e, lowercase a, lowercase z, capital M. Fuck yeah. Library. Okay, ID 1 is psi. Is that the one we need? It is. Okay. Walk backwards through woman passage. After interact. To ID is phi. Shelf behind magi. No collision. Go out of bounds. Passage 2014. Makes sense. 3 ID is sigma. Sigma balls. I don't think we need that one, but I want to get all the crashes. Interact with gunman. Leave software on dialogue for 30 seconds. And then leave room. Okay, cool. Fuck yeah, save. What did our percentage go to? 70. Getting there. What time is it? Got about 20, 30 minutes left. $1938. I think I do have this one. It's the first one I got. $1938. Modern techniques, the artist plays with perception. Okay. Perception. Twisted perspectives appear correct. Small appears big. Twisted, correct. Small, big. Always with an equal. We are thus to believe that truths come in pairs. Matching our own truth is another truth hung on display for everyone to see. So I see that these have pairs. Yeah. And the pattern we have is five and five, okay? So we're looking for 1938. So then what is... Huh. Pairs. I see what appears to be 4 different sizes? No, more than 4 different sizes of things. But like these, this is a pair. And if you draw a line between them, it would hit the 3. And then this guy... What is this? What is this? There's something about... They're square shaped. Is there something about making the number... They're unique that they're square shaped. Most of the numbers are not square shaped. They have a ratio. So is there something about making the numbers fit into the square shape? What does that do for me? Okay. That's fucking cool. Yeah, okay. So then we need 9 and 8 still. I like this one quite a lot. That's really cool. Except for how slow it scrolls. Interesting that they're all on the right side so far. Are all of them going to be on the right side? I guess so. Cool. Really cool. I liked that one a lot. All right, we've got quite a bit to explore up here in the loft. Ah, revolver door. I happen to have a revolver key. I guess you could get here early if you make like really shitty progress on things and just the only progress you make is getting the scripts from the maze men. Whoa. Okay. Got a mannequin. Female mannequin? Interesting. Mannequins. Left R pattern codes. Twist left and right in some sequence. Okay. Is that going to relate to the... Probably not. Okay, then we've got the window. The glass is made of plastic. Interesting. Okay. Ah, the 3-door. Because it's on the 3rd floor. Is that this one? Hallway, 3rd floor. Okay, so that's the hallway. Weird, you know, not quite drawn to scale with the door is like literally right next to the stairs, but you know, we'll give them a pass. The map's not to scale. Is this going to be, how do I open this shortcut? Here's all. I think it should open when all of the music is playing. But there are still music boxes in the coffee room and back there. Yeah, there's 2 that I don't have access to. I'm pretty sure it's going to be when all the music is playing. That's a fucking trapdoor. I don't like that. The sculpture has something in his forehead and a note is stuck to it. Read the note. I was worried that you had set a trap for me, Signorina, but it was completely safe to take the object. The trapdoor did not open. You're good at mind games. I don't know about that. We would drop down to... But I need that for the other thing, right? So let's take it. Ooh, it's a key. I key. Huh. Totally safe. Interesting. I can't put it back. I was gonna try to repeat that. Guess not. Okay. Hold on. The game room. The game room! Laser Eye Art and Entertainment System. Bite size. Yeah. Notepad. Oh. So this is up, right, up, right, down, right. Okay. I need to find some money before I do my crashes. Okay. Book 2. The seven brothers had heard whispers of the first of painters, those who crawled out of the dark chasm only to be devoured by their own creation. Where are the bills at? Oh, there's one. I need to get that fourth story. I need one more. This should give me enough for the last one. Okay. This is the big room. Yeah, okay. Book 4. The seven painters were the finest, brightest, shining stars of their age. Who better to create God once again? With ropes, lanterns, and brushes, they went below. Interesting. Okay. Hell yeah. Oh. These are strange books to remember. I'm supposed to go through this passage immediately after talking to her, I think was one of them. The masterpiece has long left the cave, spreading art and death in its wake, but it was said that there were fragments of the red in the deep. Thank God this game has these little mini games have a map. The eldest brother commanded, with his last breath, seek the birthplace of the red beast, for he may be born again. Where he may be born again. Crazy how I still have not, like, gotten coffee to go faster. But I imagine the red beast is going to get let loose as what I need to run away from at some point. One of the brothers was trapped in a tunnel, but art waits for no man, so his brothers bid him farewell. The brother sang at first, but then he wailed. He died before his song did. Money, money, money. That's what we're looking for. That's what it's all about, baby. Okay. Oh, interesting. That's isolated in the back there. Man with a revolver. You were not meant to remember me in this library. I think there's something by him that you can walk through. That's what it said. I'm not ready to do the crashes yet. Shit. How far do I have to go down? Well, that was the right one. Ah, but I have not read this. The world had turned gray, and the red was fading. The master had left, thus it was time for the world to die. The prophet spoke of a last hope hidden beneath the earth. Interesting. This is finally some sort of hint toward the world being gray. Or, you know, some significance placed on it. In the deep, the brothers grew weary and forlorn. No trace of the red beast had been found. Perhaps he was just a lie. Their faith burned out, and so did their lanterns. Money. Brother had created a masterpiece beyond human comprehension, and the world was saved again, but such terrible divine beauty was not meant for mortal eyes, so the brother did right and blinded himself. The most righteous of the brothers decided that he should paint their god. Thus, he cut the wrists of his resting brothers, and they watched him work as they lay dying. So the red paint has been blood all along. Fantastic. Hello, Lorenzo. Do you remember any books about mazes? Okay. So we are supposed to... backwards through the woman's passage. Behind the magician. Okay, got it. The 3 NPCs. And then we do 2014. 2 0 1 4. Okay. That was Phi. Okay. A86. Okay. I think we start facing down, right? Yeah. Big news just dropped for Guild Wars 2 fans. Guild Wars 3? Oh shit! I really had a good time with Guild Wars 2. I probably would have played it a whole bunch more if I had friends at the time who were also interested in the PvP, because I actually quite enjoyed the PvP of it. But I also just like going through the zones and leveling up and doing the quests and messing around with making my character, but not Guild Wars 1. No, that one didn't work for me. That was more of your MMO. Wasn't theme parky enough for me. Oh shit. I liked finding the vistas and the experience from crafting. Like, I just really like how Guild Wars 2 is set up. I did not like that me having picked an Ashura meant that my flamethrower hit the ground instead of the enemies half the time. Isn't Guild Wars 1 very theme park? Thought it was all quests. We're going to get into a definition battle here that I don't want to get into. What I mean, I was trying to use your term to match a specific thing that you have said. Not, I guess, not how you define theme park. What I mean more is that it's very much you should party up with people and not a go and romp around by yourself. And I don't care about the specifics of definitions. Party up and do the grinding thing. That's not for me. That's not what I like. Alright, what am I supposed to do after reading? Leave the room. Oh. That was some text there. It's potentially interesting. Okay. So this was Sigma. And it is 96A. A lot of A in these codes. One-of-a-kind movement systems with momentum? Sounds like Warhammer. Warhammer has some crazy momentum and movement. I will have to take a look at that. Guild Wars 2 was only like $20, wasn't it? It was just pay once and then pay for the expansions if you want the expansion contents. Pay to play without a subscription model is what I mean. To be announced. This one is Psi. That's the one I need. $7A4. Okay. Phi Sigma. Okay. I've got stuff to do, but I'm running out of time. Buy currency with real money? RMTs? No. This is a teaser trailer. I would be surprised if this is out this year. That is a climbing walls. That we're going Breath of the Wild, Guild Wars. Interesting. With how teasy that is, I would be very surprised if it's a this year project. Okay. Oh, fuck. I hope I can open this shortcut. Oh, Summer Game Fest is happening right now? Well, don't tell me any more announcements from it, because I'll probably want to watch the footage of stuff. Number 5. And not that it really matters, but I like to be, if there's big surprises, I like to be surprised and excited while watching it. Thank God I can open this one. I gotta save and shut down for now, unfortunately. Good proggers today. All right. I imagine I will not be online later today because I need to go to bed pretty early. I gotta get up really early tomorrow. Got a really big day. However, tomorrow night, or potentially sometime during Sunday, it's a high possibility. Thanks for hanging out. This game is interesting. I still don't know really what the fuck the message is supposed to be, but the story is interesting. My bladder hasn't filled up yet. I guess your bladder only fills up if you drink coffee. But it's wild that those things have been visible there for so long, and I have not. I'm 74% through the truth. I don't know if that's through the game. All right. I'll see you later.